Hey guys, Papier is back, and today I want to talk about the two ways that the universe will test you. Because, yeah, if you want to work on something in your life, for example, your fitness journey, or you want to make money, or yeah, whatever you desire, and you want to realize that, you want to become a good musician, or I don't know. You can have so many desires in your life, but before you manage to fulfill your desires, guys, there's two ways. Yeah, of course, it requires a certain type of mindset and frequency, which I talked about before, and also some discipline and hard work, I guess. But still, there's two ways in which the universe is going to test you, and that is the first test is things will get worse. And I think I think a lot this happened to me a lot in my life, guys. And then you also yeah, you know this when this happens, if you think to yourself like, why me? Why this had to happen to me? You know, because you can maybe you get sick, or you get some kind of injury, or even worse things can happen to your life. So many shit can happen, and then the emotional reaction that you will get is you will feel very sad, you will feel despair, you feel angry, and you will feel annoyed because you thought, oh my god, I'm just working towards my goal, this is going so well, but then suddenly things get worse. So yeah, it also happens. I was also watching South Park Hancho, for example. He also went on a fitness journey, and then he just got in an accident. He got hit by a car, and then he had to go to the hospital. So he felt like all his dreams just washed away. And but the thing is that yeah, this is just a test from the universe. So if you just see it as a test, and know that this is actually a sign that things eventually, yeah, yeah, you need some kind of elevated awareness for this, guys. So you need to focus on what it indicates. And what it indicates is that actually this is just a test you have to go through to, yeah, it's like a feat of strength emotionally, and maybe also physically. It's like a feat of strength that you have to pass in order to break out of your break out of your old self or your old habits, or the way, yeah, like this is like it's like a feat of strength to test your if you are worth the reward that you get in the end, guys. It's like that. And yeah, I think also a lot of times, the bigger the reward, the greater the challenge. And the second test that the universe will put you through, and maybe this one is even more frustrating, is yeah, this test is really frustrating, guys, and that is nothing changes. Like yeah, you're doing all these efforts, and it all seems in vain, and bring you no results, and after a while you feel like yeah, why you even doing that? Especially with finding a job, I have this feeling a lot, guys. You just send all these CVs to companies, and you go to all these interviews, and they just say, oh yeah, they found another person, or like last time what happened to me is that you go there and they show you around the company, and then I just needed to scan a QR code to apply for the same job, and then they haven't responded yet. And yeah, I think especially this in these days with AI, I also a lot of times when I look for jobs, I'm just responded by AI guys. So there's a process with AI I get to go through before I even talk to a real person. So they make this process sometimes it's even more frustrating. So that's the second test of the universe, and maybe this test is even longer and harder, is nothing changes. And yeah, it's also if you want to lose weight, it's a kind of and to build muscle, it's a really long process, and there will be long times where it seems like you're not getting any results. Especially because also the progress is slow, and sometimes it also might be that yeah, the process just stagnates, and then you you have to become creative in finding ways to yeah, get away, because yeah, things like that happen. And of course there will also be a lot of distractions along the path, and yeah, you you have to keep your frequency strong to get through this, guys, because yeah, this second test also happens because we expect as humans a lot of times that actions equal results. So because you're doing so many actions, and yeah, you go to gym every day, and your diet is right, and you just expect results, and then nothing happens. You you just look the same, stay the same. And yeah, with the job, things is the same. You go to so many interviews, you try to update your CV, you just send your CV to so many companies, you try to really do your best at the job interview itself, and yeah, all kind of things like that, guys. And then still you're not successful. So this yeah, the second test can be really shitty. It's also because a lot of times we are also too tied to reality, guys. It's because we think, oh, this yeah, because we are so focused on reality and not actually on the person we want to become. It's like that, guys. There's a lot of times. So what we can do about this is just elevate our awareness and know that this is just a test, and not become frustrated at the first place, guys. This is really important. Like because all this negative emotional energy, they kind of want to glue you back. It's like you want to make this success. You are this pen, and rising up means success. What the universe is trying to do is trying to hammer you down to the level where you were before, guys. So you want to grow as a person, you want to, for example, find a better job, or you want to yeah, get a better looking fitness body. I don't know what your goals are, guys, but, or you want to become that super good musician, I don't know. And then the universe is just trying to slam you back to the level where you were before, guys. So yeah, in order to, and the way that the universe is doing that is trying to get an emotional reaction out of these two tests, guys. And so yeah. And if you let those tests trigger you, you kind of go off track into like an unwanted reality. where you just let everything slop off and you become this yeah, you become a worse version of yourself, or you maybe be sick for long, or you're stuck in yeah, like a lot of people yeah, my age, they just felt like they lost at life, guys, and they just feel super depressed, and yeah, feel like the feel like their entire life is a failure, guys. But because they let their emotions drag them, and then they are in this unwanted reality. But you have to see that it's just a test, and that you're going to this desired reality. And also one thing, what this means is that you have to like shift emotionally to a state where you're no longer dependent on seeing the reality change. Yeah, I got this all from Miro Knowledge. If you like to watch his channel, then you can watch it. It's quite. I really find this guy fascinating, because sometimes he brings up those topics, and then I feel like, yeah, that's a really interesting way to talk about, because I feel like I failed this test multiple times in my life, guys. I just let myself emotionally drag, and also you feel like reality is too real also sometimes. It's like, and a lot of times reality can get you in a way that you're almost convinced that things will never get better for you. That like life sometimes have ways of really crushing your soul. It's really devilish sometimes like that. At least what happened in my life. So now with this elevated awareness, I just see that, okay, that's just a test where I had to go through to really see and develop my better self and my 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 new frequency, guys. Yeah, it's also what Nero calls the dark before dawn, guys. I think a lot of people go through this, and that even they go to so many bad times and bad situations, and so many frustrations before they eventually see the success. This is the same thing as the guy who hacks away into the stone, trying to find diamonds, and most of people, they will at some point stop hacking away at the stones, and some people will do that just before they hit the diamonds, and then they don't see it, guys. So that's also something, because they let themselves emotionally, they let themselves emotionally react to the grip that reality has on them, and reality is also kind of fake, guys. You have to realize that it's actually your consciousness that creates the reality, and before things will get created in reality, you first have to create those things emotionally in your consciousness by frequency, because your frequency triggers your frequency eventually triggers your actions, because your frequency also decides your intuition, and just the things that you are doing is also guided by this. So but that's a topic for another video, guys. Anyway, now you know the two tests of the universe, and you're prepared for it. So you're no longer emotionally dragged by them, but you have this elevated awareness. And just know that it's a test that's gonna grant you greatness.